The Edo State Commissioner for Transportation, Honorable Saturday Idehen, has briefed the journalists about the ongoing project and achievement of the ministry under Governor Monday Okpebholo's led administration. In his words, he spoke about the well-being of Edo people and making Edo State a free traffic state.
We assumed office barely 6 months ago, and we assume office that is new. Although transport is not supposed to be new as a ministry, but at a time it was scrapped by the former administration, and now the present government deem it necessary to bring it on board. It will interest you to know that I was also Commissioner for Transport, Edo State, in 2015 to 2016. This is my second time now as Commissioner for Transport, so it didn't take me much to actually understand the ecosystem since I was here before. And with the approval and consent of Governor, we've been able to bring in so many innovations into the system. We came in and we saw how ficti the city was in terms of green lots that was greeting some critical areas in the metropole. And you know too well that everybody expects a pleasurable drive, across the city, in all the roads, a kind of a free flow of traffic. That's what people want. So we try to bring in innovations and promulgate some policies that have actually helped to stem that usual traffic gridlock that is usually observed. Apart from that, we also have oversight functions over the new Edo line, the Edo City Transport Service. And that we are doing is in collaboration with other agencies here, like the Edo State Traffic Management Agency, ESMA, then the Edo State Transport Authority, ESTA. So we'll be working in consonance with each other, we'll be working together, where all of us know what our functions are, most especially when it comes to the issue of traffic mitigations, policy formulations, and all that. So we'll put in place a lot of policies that have helped to actually clear the city of traffic. For instance, we been able to ensure that the incessant loading around Ring Road and environ by taxi and bus drivers, we've been able to put a stop to that, at least minimize it to an extent, that people were not more patronizing our Central Park that was designed for such purpose as a loading corridor for virtually all commercial operators that access the city center. So instead they use Ring Road, making it impossible for those who use the commercial bus park, that is a motor park, not to be able to have passengers. So when we observe that and with the complaint from those who obeyed the use of the Central Park, we swing into actions, and today you can see that that area has been settled and there has been no complaint from the Central Park operators, users, So we also observe the attitude of some of our traders, who by reason of greed or whatever, or maybe lack of knowledge, to the extent that they bring in their goods in the afternoon using part of the road, as a loading and discharging corridor, So, and in trying to do that, that has also bring about a lot of gridlocks, especially areas like Forestry, Lagos Street, Mission Road, Oka Market, Junction, which is a Kiosa, this is Viro, New Benin, and some other areas in the state, Ramat Park. And we said no, we cannot continue, doing something the same way, and we are expecting different results. So we decided to say no, we must put an end to it. That those one who does not have where to discharge, because we are not saying you should not bring in your goods in the afternoon. You can bring in your goods anytime, but you must have a place where you can discharge them. You are not using part of the road, to discharge your goods. If you know that you're bringing in goods into the state, we infringe into the road, so you better wait till evenings.
Yes.
At about 6 o'clock in the evening, when people are already, when business hours is already have been observed, you can bring in your goods. You discharge them before 8 o'clock in the evening, then you are off the street. Or do it as early as possible before 7 o'clock. So it's not by the fact that maybe the government want to, or the state want to punish anybody, or maybe because we are against anybody. No, it's not political. It's not politically inclined. It is just meant to ensure that the state and the city is free of gridlocks. So that is the major issues. And we've also gone ahead to say that to also program that policy that usually you see vehicle will be abandoned on the road. Even sometimes you see mechanic walking on vehicles at the center of the road. This is wrong. It's unacceptable to us. We also said no. If we discover such things, we will tow the vehicle. We are collaborating with so many stakeholders, including the tow van association in the state. We have told them that you should tow on the stance of government. If such a thing is discovered, and if you don't contact them on time and they tow it on the side of government, which we will pay for the tow, and you also go to pay penalty, to that effect. So nobody will be spared when it comes to that, because people can ram into it. You can cause some other hazards on the roads. So we have also asked that the people should be able to work according to the rules and regulations. Then we've also created the central, the temporary park in Aho. So that some of these drivers are coming in the afternoon, they can use the place, temporarily to park up their goods before coming to town in the evening. So that one is also there. And attempt is being made now to collaborate with private investors to be able to build a modern, ultra-modern trailer park in Aho. So plan is actually, in the top gear. I'm sure we are trying to seek audience, and once we get the audience with the government, once it's around, they will meet with the investors so that we can kickstart the process. Though it's a hub, and most of the people traveling to the east and to the southern part of Nigeria, coming from the north, coming from the southwest, people coming from the southwest into going to the east, or coming from southeast to southwest, must go through Benin City. So that's why that park will be seriously of use. So many things we are putting in place, including those who usually see our roads as a reception ground for their parties. And you can imagine that people can still bring canopies to center of roads, in Benin to do parties. Those are not acceptable. It is purely wrong. You can't do that. And those who also have reception centers, reception centers that have not enough corridors to have their guests, park properly out of the road. We are also saying that they should inform us, on time, so that we can post personnel there to help to mitigate traffic that is usually creating such area where such ceremony is taking place. So that is our dream, to free the city of gridlocks. So these are some of the things we are putting in place so far.
Idehen also spoke about the Sapele Road, telling the motorists to manage the road in conjunction with the road development and infrastructure, which is ongoing to benefit everyone at the end. He appreciated Governor Monday Okpebholo for prioritizing Edo people's well-being by constructing quality roads.
The governor just procured some equipment. A few days ago, he launched them. And those equipment have night equipment that can provide light, for night work. So I think those things will be taken care of. And also, it's just a matter of patience. Don't let us behave like those. My father told me of a man who fell into the pit latrine, toilet. And he was there for so many days, So, and at a point, he now saw that rescuers were now coming to give him a ladder to step out of the place. They started shouting, "No, what are you people doing? You are delaying too much. Why not bring the ladder in now?" Whereas he has been there for so many days. You understand? So because he heard that people were not bringing ladder, he was not shouting, "Please, I am suffocating here. Why can't you bring it in?" The government is fixing this road. And if you see the massive work they are doing, instead of us complaining, we should appreciate government. We should appreciate the governor of the state. We should appreciate the president. We should appreciate the party, APC, for coming to the rescue of the people. That road, the massive work that is being done, the level of compliance when it comes to the issue of the concreting they are doing there, you will see that it's going to last for a very long time. So the suffering is just for a short term, and for a very long time we are going to enjoy the road, and a lot of economic activities will be boosted by that common action, singular action of the president and the governor of the state. So for me, I will advise them to be patient. Instead of them complaining, they have to be thankful to the governor who took it up as, because before now it was known as federal road, but today state governor is doing it. And it was federal, it was the state people that was using it. So the only thing we are doing as ministry, we are sending personnel to that place to help to mitigate those green logs. Those are the things we are doing. And we just had a meeting this morning. We also observed that situation, especially areas where constructions are being done in the state. So I think we have to post personnel, feed men to those places to help to control the traffic in that area, so that people will not waste time so much, especially during business hours.